Let's go ahead and pack up my waffle and bee toasted pumpkin spice wax melts. But first, let's go ahead and light my Father's Legacy candle. Of course, we are going to trim our wick, and then I'm going to go ahead and light that candle because I always like a candle being lit when I'm working. But I actually always have candles lit no matter what I'm doing. So continuing on, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wipe my counter down because I noticed that there are some black smudges on my counter and it's really, really bothering me. So here I'm just grabbing a quick Lysol wipe. I'm going to go ahead and quickly wipe my counters down because those black smudges were just absolutely driving me unbelievably insane. So now that I'm done wiping my counter down, I'm going to go ahead and slide my bee wax melt to the side. I'm going to go ahead and measure out my waffle max wax melts first. I'm going to grab a brown bag, what I'm planning on selling my wax melts in, and then I'm going to go ahead and see how many I feel fit in the bag, to where it's a nice and even portion, but not to where it's going to break any of the molds. So here I'm just counting out and I'm putting molds in the bag. So far, I have about 8 of them. I kind of open up the bottom of the bag to give it just a little bit more room. And then I add a few more molds in them. So here I'm showing you that the bag is about half full. So I'm going to add about 4 more of the wax melts in the bag, totaling 11 wax melts. And it looks really, really nice. You can see the wax melts in the window. It doesn't look like any of them are being crushed or smashed. And then here I'm sealing the bag just to still see how tight and snug they will be and are any of them getting crushed. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dump the wax melts out. And now I'm going to count them. There are 11. We go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 of the waffle wax melts here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my scale, and now I'm going to weigh out the wax melts and see how much 11 wax melts weighs. So I grab my glass bowl and here I'm setting my wax melts in there. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that it came out to 2.5 ounces, which is 72 grams. So now that I have a set weight measurement, I'm going to go ahead and document that. I grab a little piece of paper and my pen and I write down how many wax melts there are. I write down what style it is, which is a waffle mold. I write down the size and then I write down the fragrance oil. Now moving on to the bee molds. We are going to go ahead and do the same thing that we did with the waffle molds. We're going to go ahead and grab a brown bag, the thing that I'm going to be selling and packaging my product in, and we are going to go ahead and set the bee molds in there and see how many fit in the bag. I have, I believe, 5 molds in the bag that fit nice in there. They don't get crushed or smushed. So I'm grabbing my small bowl. We're going to go ahead and tar my scale, set those molds on the scale, and we're going to see how much those weigh for the 5B wax melts. Which is really cool is it actually weighs the same as the 11 waffle wax melts, so it makes it a lot easier for me to actually make labels, which is really cool. So again, I'm documenting. I have 5 wax melts. I have the bee molds, 2.5 ounces, 72 grams. And again, the fragrance is toasted pumpkin spice. Now I'm able to go ahead and package up all my product. Everything is documented and ready to go.